What a bunch of horse shit. So what do you think you need to do to get your shit together? Seated. Madam Bell.
Thank you, Your Honor. We're here today in the state of Ohio versus Zachary Reinhardt, case number 25 CR 65. Defendant is present with counsel Chad Mulkey today for a sentencing hearing. We were last before you on February 24th for a change of plea hearing, and at that time the defendant pled guilty to count 1, possession of drugs, felony in the 5th degree with a forfeiture specification. During that hearing, a pre-sentence report and drug and alcohol evaluation were ordered. Those reports have since been completed, and the defendant has 96 days of jail time credit. Thank you.
Mulkey.
Thank you, Your Honor. We are ready to go forward. My client is 34 years old. He is single. He has 3 children, ages 8, 6, and 2, that live with their mother in Fairview Park, Ohio. He hasn't seen them in about a year and a half. He had been up to date on his child support prior to him entering the jail. He'd like to get back on track with making bill payments, financial obligations, and of course support for his children. He was last employed at Weaver Meats in Painesville. He was let go due to his incarceration here at the jail. He'd like to get out on community control so he can get back to work and attend to his financial situation. His substance use history indicates that he does need treatment. I've asked him, he's willing to do treatment, Your Honor. He'd prefer to do it on the outside, as it were, rather than at the jail. I did explain to him that the jail treatment program is a distinct possibility for him. Your Honor, he indicates that would just put him further behind financially if he were ordered to remain continually incarcerated.
Well, hell, he wouldn't be behind financially if he wasn't in jail. And he's in jail because he was using while he's out on bond. Right?
Yes, Your Honor, that
Okay.
is correct, and I'm sure he can speak to that, and the court can inquire further, and he can kind of tell you what's going on with respect to that. Other than that, Your Honor, I don't have anything further. Thank you.
Mr. Reiner, what do you want to tell me before I impose sentence?
Your Honor, I apologize for the mistakes that I caused, and I understand, I was in the wrong in the situation. Like I said, I'd just like to move forward with, moving forward with my life. I recently moved to Ohio, and this was obviously a setback due to my own fault and my own actions, and I do understand that, so I apologize for that.
What's the story on all these drugs in the car?
They were mainly my prescriptions and my girlfriend's prescriptions. Mostly stress and anxiety pills. They were in just like a Monday through Friday pill container is what they were found in my bag.
Oh, what?
In one of those like Walgreens pill containers. So
Why do you have your girlfriend's pills in your
she has
pill
anxiety and panic attacks, so.
Why do you have them instead of her?
We were together. She was working at a house and I was on my way to her. She stays at the house. She's a pet sitter.
Okay, so what pills were you crushing up?
I think it was the Boost bars.
Why were you crushing them up?
I honestly was putting them in energy drinks. Stupid as that sounds.
That does sound stupid.
Yeah, it's childish, and I'm older, and I should know better than that.
Okay, when is all this shit gonna stop? You're 34. You're not 18.
I agree with you, Your Honor. You're correct, and the only thing I can say to that is I've, had a rough younger years. I got myself together. Splitting up with my ex and having to move across the country was a big stress for me. I reached out, I got therapy, I got help, I got on medication to help me through that. I finally got a good foot moving forward, and this was a setback due to my own mistakes I made, and I can't say anything else besides that. I apologize for that.
What a bunch of horse shit. So what do you think you need to do to get your shit together?
Well, for me, obviously, this is a big wake-up call. I haven't been in trouble or been stupid in 10 years, and I can't use that as an excuse, but like you said, I'm 34 years old. I thought, I was doing good. It's been 10 years. I got my shit together. but life happens, so obviously I made a mistake, and getting back on track, like I said, best thing for me would be to work, make sure I'm a stable household. Obviously, if you recommend probation, I'm gonna agree with you. If you think I need more help, then that's your decision.
All right, Ms. Bell?
Thank you, Your Honor. So when you first read the police report in this case, it starts to read like a failure to comply. Luckily, that's not how this ends, I think due to the heavy traffic that saved Mr. Reinhardt F3. So we're very fortunate that no one got hurt and that was able to end the way that it was. And I don't know, he didn't say that here today, but I think we all know that's actually what's happening. He also said that it was a mixture of his pills and his girlfriend's pills in the car, and that he's been prescribed some of these pills. However, I ran a ORS report on him, and I know exactly what he's been prescribed. I ran this report in February 3rd, 2025, and he's been prescribed gabapentin and lorazepam, and not these Buspars and these other things that he says that he's been prescribed. So the state does have concerns with the defendant's veracity here in the courtroom today. Nonetheless, I do believe that community control is still appropriate, and the state would recommend JTP in this case. Thank you.
All right, I reviewed the pre-sentence report and the drug and alcohol evaluation. And I note that you talk about your involvement with opiates back in, 16, 18 years ago, 14, 16 years ago or thereabouts?
Yep.
Okay. Then there's a period of time which you indicated about 10 years before this happened that you didn't have any indication of anything. So what you had in your car doesn't match up with what you were prescribed, okay? But the theme of this hearing is you need to take responsibility for you. Because if you don't, then at some point there'll be another 4 months in jail or
Worse.
10 months in prison, okay? 3 years of community control, 96 days in jail with credit for 96. Now that goes against what everybody told me before we came in here, that you need structure, okay? You need to take responsibility for yourself. You're going to do the decision points program through probation. You're going to follow the recommendations. You're going to get a dual diagnosis evaluation and follow the recommendations. Full employment, and you're going to pay the costs and supervision fees. Mr. T, any more conditions?
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
You understand the conditions? You understand the conditions?
For probation?
Yeah.
Yes. I
Any
believe so.
questions?
No.
Okay, look, I don't care where you go. You go back wherever you want to go to address your drug and alcohol and your mental health situation. All right, if you don't comply, the state will file a motion to terminate your community control, and if I find you violated, there's a 12-month prison sentence awaiting. You understand that?
Yes.
Mr. Mulkey, anything else?
Nothing else, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Reinhardt, quit screwing around.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Seated. All right, Zachary Reinhardt, 25065, violation of community control. First violation, failed to report June 2nd and June 9th. You understand that charge?
Yes, sir.
May 15th, moved from Painesville, and you did not update your address with probation. You understand that charge?
Yes, sir.
Phone call, May 30th, you admitted you were in Akron without the permission of your probation officer. You understand that charge?
Yes, sir.
June 26th, positive urine sample for marijuana. You understand that charge?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Mulkey, what do you want to do?
Thank you, Your Honor. I've explained my client's right to an initial hearing as well as a final dispositional hearing, and my client desires to waive both of those hearings and proceed to disposition. Thank you all.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
What's your plea to those allegations?
Guilty.
Accept your guilty plea and find you're guilty. Took you like 2-3 weeks to violate after you were here. Why?
Initially, I got out, and it was just a snowball of more problems that I caused for myself, and I tried to regain as much as I could to control the situation, and I failed at that. So I got out and was evicted, which was the first thing. Lost my car, which was a problem. I had to take out a loan to get that back, which was another issue, which then put a hindrance on me trying to be able to find work, seeing how I was homeless, which then kind of just snowballed into more problems, which I caused for myself.
What are you doing in Akron?
It was the only place I could find short-term to have somewhere to live that was somewhat stable. I'm not from here, and I don't have family here, and I don't have friends to help, so.
Okay. Why didn't you tell Megan that you had to move to Akron because you had nowhere to go, you don't know nobody here, and those are the only people you know?
Initially, I panicked, to be honest. I'm just an idiot.
Okay, well, that's no excuse.
It's
Being an
not.
idiot is not an excuse. We're not talking to your probation officer.
Agreed.
Okay? So it's not like you've had no involvement with the criminal justice system, right?
Yeah, it's been a long time, but yes.
Okay, well,
I've done probation, and I've been through this before. I understand how it works. I made a mistake, and I want to be able to give the opportunity to prove that I can do it correctly.
okay. I mean, I didn't give you that much to do, right? I told you to do the decision points program. You showed up twice and didn't show up after that. I told you to get a dual diagnosis evaluation and to work. 3 things I told you to do, and you didn't do any of them.
The dual diagnosis thing, I had no insurance. Then Megan informed me that I should go to the, I forget the name of it, the Family Public Health Service. I went there, did the initial paperwork, and then was waiting to hear back to be able to get on the emergency insurance or something. I don't know. I'm not sure how that works. I was hoping to be able to get a job within 30 days and have insurance, but me and Megan spoke about that. She told me to try to get it done as soon as I could, so I was making steps to move forward with that.
Making steps to move forward.
With the
That
family.
sounds like it's not moving forward. It's planning to move forward.
No.
Planning to move forward is not moving forward.
Well, with everything else going on and being homeless, I needed to get that stabilized first. And
Why
once
are
I
you
was-
34 years old and homeless?
not from Ohio, and I moved here to be with my kids, and that ended up backfiring on me. And
They don't have any jobs in Ohio?
no, they do. I can get a job. That's not a problem.
Well, then get one.
Well, being homeless and not having my car, I needed to figure out the car and the house, and then
Okay.
the license followed. So I was working on it.
How did you survive 34 years without having any skills that you're professing not to have as you sit here today? How have you made it this far?
I'm a great worker, and I always have a job. This is the longest I haven't had a job in 20 years.
Where were you living before you became homeless?
In Painesville at
Why
Cobblestone.
did you become homeless?
Because during the time that I was in here, I didn't pay rent because I was in here, so they
Okay,
evicted.
why were you in here?
Because I'm an idiot and got caught with.
Okay, stop telling me that you're an idiot.
Sorry.
You're not in here, it's not against the law to be an idiot, or else 3/4 of the population would be in that jail, okay? How long have you been trying to bullshit your way out of trouble?
Never.
Okay, does
I was in trouble when I was younger. I accepted it, and I'm telling you, I made a mistake, and I'm trying to do the best I can to
Okay.
move forward.
You made a mistake, you went to jail for 96 days, you got out with 3 simple things to do, and not a one of them did you do. So is that another mistake?
No, it was due to the circumstances of being homeless and not having a car first.
Okay, I'm betting that if you told Megan, look, Megan, I got evicted in Painesville, the only people I know are in Akron, here's who they are, here's where the address is. I bet Megan would have said to me, is it okay if he goes there? And I bet I would have said, yeah.
And I agree with
Okay.
you, and I spoke with Megan, and she
When-
said.
You didn't speak with Megan until you got arrested.
Yes, agreed, and I panicked, and I told Megan that I was like, I knew that I already had messed up, I didn't know what else to do, and I panicked. And I know that's no excuse, and that's no reason, but I don't know. I'm trying my best, Your Honor. I really just want the
Well,
opportunity
I don't
to
think
show
you're
you
trying,
that
I
I can
don't
do
think you're
this.
trying your best. I think you're trying your best, but you ain't trying your best. Where did you work before Weaver Meats?
Alloy Bellows,
Doing what?
CNC operator,
Okay.
programmer and maintenance technician.
Why did you leave that job?
Due to management, and Weaver Meats gave me a better offer.
A better offer, meaning what, more money? For what, to do what?
Maintenance manager,
Where's Weaver Meats?
right here behind the power plant.
So you can make more money doing that than a CNC operator?
Maintenance. Certified electrician, I can do pretty much any machining. I'm very hands-on and I'm good at certain things in life, and I suck at others. I'll put it that way.
All right, so you're a certified electrician?
480 certified.
You can make all kinds of money.
I know, I just please, I will show you I can do this. It's just losing the house and the car
You've
and all
already
this.
showed me you can't do it.
I didn't
Right.
have, I wish I had more help.
You have more skills for employment purposes than 95% of the people who sit in that chair.
I understand, sir, I
And
know.
you're doing nothing about it.
I regret that horribly. And I know it's a waste, and I'm falling behind on child support, and I know I'm just I know I'm making excuses, but I need to do this. I don't have any, I have to do this. I
What's-
can't.
What's the problem with your driver's license?
I have one speeding ticket in Mentor. It's $300. All I have to do is go to Mentor at 8 a.m. Monday through Friday and set up a payment plan, and my license is good. That's all I have to do. That's all I have to do. Very simple.
How long have you had to do that?
Since I got out.
You didn't do it.
Nope.
Did you plan on doing it?
I need to do it,
You gotta
yes.
stop planning, man. These
I
plans
need to
don't
do
mean
it. I
shit.
know. I need to take action. I understand that. It's just, when I got out and then losing the place and losing my stuff, I know that's just an excuse, but it just set me off, and it was a problem, and I was doing my best to try to put the pieces I could back together, to hold it together, to move on and get shit done.
Okay, so with all these problems you have, and all this lack of money you have, why are you smoking pot?
It was a stupid gas station sorry, Your Honor, it was one of those stupid gas station things.
What?
The little vape pen things.
Why did you buy the vape pen from the gas?
Because I quit smoking cigarettes when I got out, and I bought one of those vape pen things. Stupid. I didn't even think about it. I don't know why I
They
did.
sell marijuana in vape pens at gas stations?
Yeah,
Which gas station is that? Sheets?
all of them. I don't know, I didn't think about it. I quit cigarettes
You had to go to
and,
dispensaries for marijuana.
nope,
No?
stupid choice. I know, I'm an idiot. I didn't even think about it. That's why I was like, oh, I'm clean, I didn't do anything. Totally blanked. Stupid.
So how long have you been sitting in here this time?
Over a week now, again, so I really don't want to repeat what I just went through. I'm just asking you, I will show you I can do this. I just need one opportunity. I don't want to start over again. I just got a place, I don't want to lose it again. It's like,
Where is the place?
Akron, Ohio, 76 Franson Avenue, Akron, Ohio. It's the only place I could get short term. I took out a loan to get my car back. I used the rest of the money to try to get that place. That was the only thing I could do.
How'd you get arrested?
I went to the grocery store, came out, and the sheriff was sitting behind my car. And I said, oh, sorry. And he said, you know you got a warrant? And I said, yep. He said, can I search his car? I said, yep. He went through the car, blah, blah, blah. And then I was in Akron, so he was like, do you want to sign over your indictment waiver or whatever? And I was like, yeah, just send me to Lake County. And Lake County came and got me. So I signed the waiver and all that stuff. I knew I was gonna come. I wasn't running, I wasn't hiding. It was just a matter of time.
Well, you were hiding from her.
Well, I panicked because I knew I had already messed up. I knew being homeless was a problem and I knew leaving Lake County was a problem, so I messed up.
And you thought, I can probably get away with this forever.
No, oh yeah, right. Obviously that lasted, what, 2 weeks, a week? That's stupid thinking. No, I knew I was gonna have to deal with it. I just was trying to get as much together as I could in the positive direction. Your Honor, I know I can do this. It's just, if setbacks happen in life, it's just I have, like you said, I have to take more action than planning. I can plan all day, but unless I do the action, nothing is gonna get done. Just like the job, just like you wanting me to get the psych evaluation, I understand that. I can do this. I've done it before. I made a mistake.
Are you trying to talk me into believing you can do it, or talk yourself
No,
into
I
believing?
know I can do it. Trying to prove to you that if you give me the opportunity, I can show you I can do it. And like you said, I'm 34, I shouldn't be here. I got child support, I got kids. It's not what I pictured my life to be.
All right, I'm gonna keep you on community control, 7 days, credit for 7. Same terms as I told you, April 15th, 2.5 months ago. All right, stop planning, start acting.
Acting, do it.